Welcome to Shaunie's World. These are just my thoughts with a comedic side of humor. But if you're cool with your girl, go fool with your girl. Appreciate you for dropping by.
Disclaimer. Shout out to my mama. She would always say, yo, there's a time and place for everything. And that is true. Now, I am just going to give you what the news said. Because I don't know this coach. But coming from an athletic background, I know how important coaches are to us athletes. So I'm hoping, Coach Max Edwards, that these are just real allegations. Because I know doggone well you were not watching porn during school hours on a school computer. You can't. You just can't. So let's trickle down this rabbit hole and just give you what the allegations are and then express the support system that's rallying behind this coach. Now, the school is called Miami Jackson Senior High School. Now, Miami is gorgeous. It is, baby. Them palm trees be like, woo, woo. I don't even know how y'all focus with that beautiful weather outside of hurricane season, okay? So they said that this coach is like really good at what he does. He's gifted. He has taken these schools to 3 championships, I believe. Don't quote me because I don't, do their stats. But the point of the matter is he was a respected coach and he brought him some championships. That's all that mattered. Well, you know that school is kind of about to weed down into the holidays, so we're not going to really see a lot of teacher-student engagement. But there was one student who said, I spy with my good eye. Coach Edwards is looking at something nasty, and it sounds like it's, do me, baby, do the Humpty Hump. He was watching some porn, they said. Allegedly. Now, the thing is, we all know, in general, work computers is not where you do personal business. That's why you got a cell phone. Call home. Baby, there is a thing, Coach Edwards. If this is what you saw while you was at work, you saw some ass and titties and big booty. Okay, you got to learn how to open up Safari or Fox, whatever, Zillow, whatever it is. And you got to go to private browser. And then you got to put a protection screen on your phone. So if somebody hovering over like Kiki Shepard at the Showtime at the Apollo, they won't see what's going on your phone. Then you got to put you in some earphones. But you should be able to work a full day without tarnishing your reputation watching porn. See, sometimes you got to take a lunch. You got to hit them with the church finger. You got to take a lunch. It's a lot of free time to beat your meat time. But we're just going to go off of what the students said they saw because they did capture some imagery. And that's the part where they're like, well, we see you. Do you know we can see you? Baby, that's when you can't be having a computer this way and everybody behind you can see you. You got to turn your desk around. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying if you just that anxious, don't be visible, man. So here we go. Whoever this student is, they was like on some Spike Lee, do the right thing, okay? I'm not knocking that student. Sometimes the truth sucks. But there was a student that was able to video record roughly 30 seconds of this coach's computer. And the computer was on, that's the campus computer. And they saw some nasty things. Now, I've been on a few websites in my lifetime. And sometimes there are pop-ups. But the only time you get pop-ups is when you're busy visiting a site you have no business being on. That's when them pop-ups be like, you're like, oh, shh. It's nothing worse than going to something and you begin to type and then it say, did you mean titties? No, I was trying to type in tutors. I was trying to get tutors for my students. Baby, it's getting wild out here. I know school has its moments where it's just a lot of dead time, but this student turned this footage in and then the school district got involved, baby. They started investigating because one thing they're going to do for sure and 2 things for certain is protect them kids sometimes. Sometimes. Emphasis on some and sometimes. So they had showed this coach seated in front of this monitor and then they said, well, wait a minute now. We don't condone that. They said, I quote, Miami-Dade Public Schools is disturbed by the allegations made regarding concerning behavior involving an employee at Miami-Jackson Senior High School. The individual has been removed from the school site pending the outcome of this investigation. Now, again, we all got body parts, so we know when there's something nasty, adultish going on. We just do. Now, I don't even type my personal information in on a student or, faculty's computer, because if you don't erase that history browser, then somebody may tamper in and collect some information on you. No. I'm only doing school. Matter of fact, Coach Edwards, all BS aside, when you sign the code of conduct as a student and as a faculty, it tells you that there are some things that you shouldn't even be able to pull up. I'm surprised I didn't have a web blocker, because even at work, if I even try to type in something, it'd be like, access denied, like you are going outside of your perimeters of an employee. So just knowing that you're in a kid environment, why would porn even pop up? Because they don't want the kids researching, so I know doggone well the adults shouldn't be. So that's why I'm like, well, did somebody just set you up? I mean, but they got a video, so somebody had to zoom in. Like, baby, I hate it for you, but right is right and wrong is wrong. Now, there are some students that are backing up this coach, and they said, this coach, man, look, we understand the allegations, but one student said, free Max. He's a good coach. He respected us and believed in God and everything else. Another student, she said that she supports Coach Edwards in his impact on the athletic program. As an athlete, he changed the whole team. The rumors need to stop. He's a good person. Free that man. See, that's why I opened up with coaches are very, very vital to athletes. There are some real good coaches out there. So we know it's going to be mixed reviews about the story. And that's why I said the student that did the turning of in, do you like Coach Edwards? Because, baby, this changed this man's life. Now, again, like I said, we're not going to condone that behavior, because he shouldn't have been watching anything that conflicted with being a teacher and being on school property. There's a time and a place. But again, we can only go by what's being reported. I'm sure when it's time for him to defend himself, he will. And I'm praying that it was a misunderstanding, because to me, porn is overrated. And I'm not ever desperate to watch it. Now, I know guys and women are two different type of, genders, and we have two different type of needs and requirements. But we should be able to have some self-discipline, so we don't have to tamper in to the flesh and watch it with our eyes and get stimulated. Now, again, if you were on lunch, go to your car, sir. You a 3-time championship winning coach. I know you got a mobile phone. You got a cellular phone, whatever you want to call it. I am hoping that this allegation is stretched a little bit. And I'm hoping when it's time for you to talk, you tell us what you was really watching. But it sounds like with them taking the opportunity to remove you, it sounds like IT has already gone and scrambled the web browser and looked at them cookies and them catches. And I ain't talking about no dessert for your football players. I'm talking about they went into the internet settings and they toggled on down to where they could look at the search engine history, and they saw how long you was on there, because the student said that you were roughly on about 30 seconds, but I know sometimes in your lifetime, when you see something good, you be like, magically delicious, and then you be stuck on it for a little bit, because you be like, well, what's the next move? And then that 30 seconds turns into 20 minutes, and you be like, ain't nobody coming up in here, no nobody ever come up in this, where you're teaching detention. Where was you at in the school where there was only one student present to do that? Blow your cover. Was it ISS? Were you in between testing? Were you were you just subbing for a teacher that was out? I need to know. I want to know. But I don't want porn to be the reason why you lose your job, because you sound like you love what you do. it sounded like the students love playing on the field that you were on. So knowing that you have that much to lose, I would hope that you would not choose those bad choices. Baby, especially on a school computer, baby. You couldn't pay me to look up anything out the ordinary, baby, because I already know everything that you sign into is attached to your ID. However y'all sign in, and they can always go back and check. Back, forth, and forth. But good luck, Coach Edwards. Like I said, you got some students that's riding for you. You got some parents that's disappointed in you. You have a school district that's disappointed in you. And you have one student that has submitted the evidence. So right now, we need you to change colors and now we need you to bring the other proof. Because there's 3 sides to every story. Shout out to my homegirl Sunshine. You got your truth, their truth, and them goddamn receipts. And if the receipts supersede your side, then baby, you guilty. You're guilty. They gonna give it to you. They're gonna give it to you. But I'm gonna try to tap back in and see where this go, because again, this is a sticky position. And I ain't talking about the porn. This is just a sticky position to be in. Bad timing, boss. It's bad timing. It's bad timing. Man. They say tell the truth, shame the devil, and sometimes that timing be wrong, but you got to do the right thing. And if doing the right thing jeopardizes some things, sometimes you just gotta say this is the repercussion to the choices I made. And it's messing up your paper. But you know where you was at. And that's not the appropriate place to have that type of action. But either way it goes, man. The last say will be the faculty, the district that'll make that judgment call of if you can even come back. And now that this is national news, where can you go? Where can you run to? But either way, I am just a messenger. It's your girl Shaunie B. If you're cool with your girl, go fool with your girl. Make sure you check out my cool website, man. Yes. www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Check out the fan gear, option to drop donations. No pressure to do either of the two, because I see the likes, the shares, the comments, and it warms my heart. So I just want to tell you thank you from my lips to your ears for rocking with me, because y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all come back and keep me company. Hop in the comments. Like I said, you know, we have to govern ourselves, our ugly ass, accordingly at all times, because again, what we may think is normal behavior, it's offensive, it's dangerous, it's reckless, and it's offensive, and there's going to be judgment regardless, because we know better. We got to do better, and we got to time things better. Sometimes you just got to say no. You got to slap your own hand. Now, if indeed, like they were saying, because some of the students were trying to support that it wasn't that deep, that he was actually on a site and then it popped up with that negative thing and he was trying to get up out that browser. But again, just knowing how computers are, it only follows your behavior of what your search patterns are. So if you on there looking up hemorrhoid cream, then it's going to be a bunch of hemorrhoid cream ads. If you are on there looking up, you know, piercings on different parts of your body part, then everything that pops up is going to follow your trend if it's tracking your, you know, browser habits. And so at some point, whether it was Coach Edwards that was on that computer looking at something indecent, when he decided to finally sit down, somebody else's doings caught up to him, unless it was his doings that caught up to him. But either way it go, you got some explaining to do. Birdman head rub. But don't let sex be the reason why you vex and don't have a job, because it's hard to find another one, baby, especially when you were pretty good at the one you had. But the good thing is you still get a tax return, so you can use your last check stub, and if you were anxious, you could file and you can get an advance, or you can wait for your W-2 and file, and you probably get it by February, March. But baby, you got to find a job if they get rid of you, because it's hard out here. You know it's hard out here for real. Either way it goes, I want the truth and the resolution. But y'all be safe out there, baby. There's a time and a place for everything. But until next time, next story, and I'm out this. Peace.